Hello, this is Mr. Happy, and today I'm going to be talking about PlayStation's E3 2018 press conference. So, this year they did it very differently than all of the other years. They decided to take a deep dive into four of their big games: The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, um, Death Stranding, and Spider-Man. Now, they did show quite a lot of gameplay for all of those games, but something I found interesting is they said they were going to do a deep dive on each of them, and they did gameplay-wise, but they didn't really explain anything about these games, and none of them got release dates, besides, of course, Spider-Man, we already know its release date. So anyway, starting off with The Last of Us Part 2, the it looks really good. The gameplay they showed looks really, really good. It looks like exactly what I wanted from a sequel to The Last of Us. Absolutely love the first game. Um, yeah, it looks just like a more refined, uh, just the same stuff as the first game, but just more refined, which is exactly what I wanted. Um, so yeah, that looked great. Super excited for that. Um, then they had this really weird intermission where they like had to move everyone to a different like center. Um, not sure why. That was kind of awkward. It was really weird. It was almost like it wasn't supposed to happen. It felt very off. That was very weird. However, during that intermission, they did announce that Black Ops 3 is coming for free to PS Plus, and that is absolutely awesome. So you can go download it right now if you got PS Plus. Then they moved on to Ghost of Tsushima, and wow, that game looks incredible, like graphically. I mean, in all aspects, but especially graphically. Um, that was crazy. And they did say that it will have a HUD in the real game. They just weren't showing that, but I'm assuming there'll be an option to turn it off, and I might want to do that because it just looks so beautiful with the no HUD. Um, the combat looks really good. Uh, yeah, it looks like a really great game. Super excited for that one. Then they showed a trailer for Control, which is Remedy's next game. It looks very much like Remedy, very similar to Quantum Break as far as aesthetic. You've got like this weird like pistol that like shifts its shape. It looks very, very intriguing. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty cool, I think. Um, and then they showed a trailer for the Resident Evil 2 remake, and wow, it looks really, really good. Like, yeah, it's a full done, well done remake from what we've seen. I mean, it looks like, a game coming out in 2019. Yeah, absolutely awesome. That game looks so good. Uh, Then they moved on to Kingdom Hearts 3, which got a trailer here as well as at Xbox and at Square Enix's. Yeah, there was a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers. This one was the most different from the other two, though, because it showed off the new Pirates of the Caribbean world. And wow, it literally looks like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. It's so weird. I love how like Sora, Donald, and Goofy look different depending on where they are. That was so cool. I absolutely love that. And they look like kind of realistic, they got this sort of dirty, realistic feel to them, which is just so awesome. Um and they didn't show off a whole lot more. They showed off more story stuff, and it's typical Kingdom Hearts. Makes absolutely no sense. So yeah, um, that's to be expected. They did show off a limited edition PS4 Pro, I believe. I believe it's Pro. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Um, which I'm not the biggest fan of, honestly. I like the ones that are very colorful. Personally, this is kind of just black but with some white engraving, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And they did show that they are coming out with a all-in-one collection for all of the Kingdom Hearts games in one, which sounds absolutely awesome for people like me who haven't played any of them. I'll probably for sure be getting that one. Then they moved on to Death Stranding, and well, we actually got gameplay this time, but it's still very strange. of course it's strange. But we got a little bit more details about what the gameplay's kind of going to be, and it looks like you're going to be delivering packages, as weird as that sounds. You're going to be sort of, I guess, getting these packages and traveling through this world while trying to avoid those like shadow things, with like the footprints. Um, yeah, it looks like you're going to be just basically delivering the packages. I don't know. That's from what they showed, that's what it looked like. Um, but it looked absolutely stunning. Yeah, it was so cool. And it also looks like if you die, you respawn, but the area where you died becomes a crater, which sounds very, very interesting. Um, and we still don't really know what the baby's about. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. Then they showed off Neo 2, um, just with a short little teaser trailer. That's pretty interesting that they're coming out with a sequel so soon, because Neo came out relatively recently. But of course, it'll probably be a late 2019 game, I would suspect, since they didn't show off a gameplay trailer. And then last, but certainly not least, they showed off Spider-Man, and I just want to play that game now. I mean, I always wanted to, but wow, the gameplay they showed off looked so, so good. I don't know, it just looks absolutely amazing. They showed off Electro, Rhino, Scorpion, and Vulture. Um, And then at the end, they left it with a cliffhanger where all of the villains were surrounding Spider-Man, and then he just said, "Wait, you?" And they didn't tell us what it was. Yeah, so I'm very excited to find out what it is. I'm thinking it might be Miles Morales. That would be pretty cool. Um, if he's playable in that, that would be so awesome. Anyway, that was basically it for Sony's press conference. Quite different than their usual press conference. They didn't have like just a ton of trailers and stuff, but overall I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think Xbox's was slightly better, um, but overall definitely a great press conference from Sony. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!